Hey guys. Well, the other day the unthinkable happened. I was No, that's something completely unrelated. I just got distracted there for a little second. The unthinkable happened as I was watering the plants. I was pulling on the hose and I didn't realize that it was kinked. So I let up, I pulled again, and then like when you try to untwist it, I did that a couple of times, and then watch what happened as a result. See, the hose has obviously sustained some damage. So the problem with having a hose that is damaged like that is that every time you water the plants, you lose a bit of water that you shouldn't be losing. Like, it just goes wherever, I mean, it's not going to water the plants, it just goes to waste. And unfortunately here, our water's on the meter. It's turning and it's turning every time there's a little leak. The water you use, it's ridiculously expensive. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to save it. And since I only bought that high quality Walmart discount, yeah, whatever, we bought the cheapest garden hose available because budget was tight, and we figured, how bad can it be, right? We'll just test it. How bad can it be? That was last year. So in the spirit of having the right to repair stuff like that, I'm going to repair it. I'm Canadian. I got duct tape. I got old bicycle inner tubes that don't hold the air anymore, but they're sure going to hold some water. Aren't you almost convinced now? So that's what we're going to do. Titan brand duct tape. That's Canadian, guys. Did you know that Canada has the best duct tape? So if you're in the United States, or you're in Europe or Australia, whatever, Asia, whatever it may be, if you want good duct tape, order it from Canada. The X-Acto knife, for lack of a pair of scissors, which I have somewhere, but I can't find it. So this should do. And then I guess this one, see, it's got tons of patches, but like the hose, there are still probably close to 85% of it still good. So we're gonna make a perfect seal for a defective garden hose, because rubber is like the best seal you could have. Now, to start this with, I'm gonna make a little cut out a section of this. Yeah, I want you to see this in detail. So here, is this better? Yeah. Cut about this much. See, that's what, about 3 inches. So I'm gonna cut, yeah, I have to get it around there. Cut it all the way through. This is our patch. It's even got some like talcum covering on it. I don't know if that's good or bad. So the damage to the hose is clearly visible. See, it's right here. See, the idea I had was to put this around here and pull it tight, and then I'll have to find a way to secure it there until I can get my duct tape on. How I'm gonna do this? I found a solution. This is rubber cement from Canadian Tire, and I bought it for bicycle patches, actually for that very tube. And now I can fix a hose with it too. And I always keep it with me on the bike rides because you never know. So we'll just apply this to the inside of the rubber. Ooh, this was way too much already. It's really gushy gooey, but this stuff works. Yeah. Well. So as you probably know, we have to give it some time now to dry, which is good because It's a sunny day. It's summer. It's July, you know. I mean, it's not as hot as we like it to be in July, but it is still around the 20 degrees. So with the sunshine, it's going to dry in no time at all. All right, I hope this is visible. See what I got here? It's the patch. Gonna pull this around the damaged area. Pull it nice and there. Pull it nice and there, tight. There, see? This, even by itself, it should already be a fairly good repair. But of course, can't leave it at that. Now comes the most challenging part, is removing the wrapper from this high strength Canadian duct tape. This is, guys, this is the secret to almost any repair that you can imagine you could do with this magic stuff. We're going to pull it in the same direction as the rubber thing goes, and we're going to wrap this around the repair. Oh yeah, I was hoping to get it more snugly on there, but you know, I think it'll still be fine. We'll just go over it twice. I don't see that leaking ever again. Yeah, this is not stretchy like the electric tape would have been, but this high strength fabric and it's Canadian duct tape is the best. Try to make sure you see everything, because every step of the way could be important. This is it. This should be the end of it, the end of the leak. Haha. Yeah, I think we got it. See that? Isn't that great? I'm sure you're dying to see what happens. Well, let's try it out. Dum, da, da, dum. Well, so far the repair area is dry. So I'm thinking this is a good sign, but the real test is going to be when the hose is under pressure. So let's just turn that off again and then put the nozzle back on. Okay, this time the nozzle is on. I'll turn this on again, full blast, and we'll see. Maybe it's not going to leak. Oh shit! Can you believe this? My absolutely fantastic repair did not pan out. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I won't lie to you, because like all this effort is for nothing. But why would I bother with this? You know, it's just a hose. Ha! You thought I was giving up. No, never give up. Never. I mean, this is inferior electric tape, but stay tuned. It might just work. All right, let's really stretch this tape. That's gonna be stretchy tape in there. See, I pull on it like. Now, this is just the end of the roll, you know. I mean, I think I inherited this roll from somewhere. Ooh, the water coming out. Ooh, see, it's already squished. Whatever water might have been left in there, squished it right out. Now, I'll wipe this one more time, as dry as we can get it, and then, yeah, go well beyond the joint, because we don't want it to leak. I mean, we need this to stick real good. We don't want this to leak ever again, you know. We can make it happen. This is it, I think. There, the end of the roll. Ah! This'll never leak again. Now, for good measure, I'm gonna determine where the limits of the duct tape are. because obviously I can't trust the duct tape anymore after what happened. There's one here, and we're gonna put zip ties around there. Make sure it doesn't get through there or something. That would be horrible. After all this effort, we'd still be without a reliable hose. So once again, if you're still here, we're gonna try this. Woo. Ooh. Turn the water on again, ding-a-ding-a-doo. Oh. How can this be? After all this, it's still leaking. So the lesson is for water pressure, you need a really good seal. And like the effort I put into this hose by now, it is more than the hose would probably cost. But the point here is really that, you know, there are hoses that exist, whether they're on the market today or not, which I'm going to find out for you. But there are hoses on the market that last decades, that last 10 years, you know, like, so there's no point in even making garbage like this. We need better, guys. We need stuff that at least lasts 5 or 6 years, you know, at least, not less than 1. So this, guys, is how you waste a good half hour or so on repairing something that's probably not worth repairing. There are other means of fixing it. I could have put a splice in it with a couple of hose clamps, but then, you know, by the time you finish that repair, the repair almost costs you more than a new hose, because these are like really not very good hoses. And the reason I'm making this video is in part because to warn you, you know, this is the cheapest Walmart garden hose, and it failed. It failed after actually less than a year, because that's how long we've had it. And there's really no way of fixing this, but people always tell me that, oh, it's plastic, you know, it'll last forever, because plastic, if it disintegrates, it takes like 1,000,000 years to disintegrate completely. And in the meantime, the microplastics that come off of it, well, they go into the environment. But, you know, if you think plastic is just great and it's maintenance free and stuff, well, in part depends on what kind of plastic it is and for what application. Obviously, whoever manufactures this hose should probably stop, because these fail. And think about it, the plastic will end up in the landfill regardless. It'll mine, I was hoping I could stretch a few more years or even months out of it, but as you can see, this is almost impossible to do. Now, you can criticize my repair, but I'm telling you, buying a hose like this in the first place is probably not the best decision. Now, what should you buy instead? Get a hose that, well, I'm not saying you should buy the most expensive one, but there's a YouTube channel that I saw, and I saw the thumbnail. I never had a chance yet to watch the actual video, but the guy tests those hoses, and he's got the answer. He's got the answer there. I'll try to look it up, and I'll leave a link in the description, because this, as trivial as it might seem, it is really worth something, because we have too much consumption of garbage stuff that we buy because we want to save maybe 10 bucks in the moment, you know. There's a budget there. It's like we have so much for the groceries, and if we buy a garden hose that costs $29 instead of $15, well, then I have to eat less eggs, or, you know, the apples that just went up to $3 a pound from $1.50, you know, I have to buy only 1 pound instead of 2, that kind of thing, you know. So we all make those decisions where we decide we're going to go for the cheap item because for now it's going to be okay, and like, who cares, you know, even if it lasts just 5 years. 5 years is good. Well, but what if it lasts less than 1 year? And then you throw the damn thing in the garbage. It ends up in the landfill, contaminates our universe, our world, our habitat that we depend on. I mean, this stuff shouldn't be allowed. They should not be allowed to make a hose that cannot withstand the natural forces of the backyard for only a few months. This is irresponsible. So you may have had a laugh, or you may have shaken your head. Some of you, I'm sure, didn't watch to this point, but there's a point, there is a message here. And yeah, I just said it, you know, don't buy garbage products, buy something that'll last you. You know, spend a little bit more. Don't be like me. Spend a little bit more money on something. I mean, our original garden hose that came with the house, guys, it almost looks the same. It almost looks the same, but I'm sure it was, it wouldn't be 10 or 15. I don't even know how much that cost us, but I'm sure the price would be a bit more today, but it doesn't look like anything really high end. It's just a little bit better. So yeah, find out what is the product that you can actually rely on for maybe 5 or 6 years, and then get that. I mean, this hose that we have that came with the house, we've had it for 10 years, and whoever sold us the house might have had it for another 10. We just don't know. They make stuff today that looks just as good as it used to, just as good, like a quality product supposed to look like. And if it's cheap, you can almost bet on that there's some catch there somewhere. You know, they just don't care what they give you. They want to make it in a way that you will come back and you will buy the next most expensive one or whatever, and they're actually counting that you're going back to the same store. Like, am I gonna buy another hose from Walmart? Tell me, should I? What's your opinion? Do I just go to the next more expensive one, or I just spend like $51 or whatever it may be, might even be more than that, on a garden hose? But yeah, lesson learned, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. I didn't get on your nerves with this stupid repair. I mean, if you can fix it, why not do it? But this, yeah, no, it just didn't work. There's too much pressure there, you know? So, gotta buy a new hose. Give me thumbs up, and you can make a coffee donation, or you can actually subscribe to my channel, because that's good too. Leave me a comment, because it's good. Yeah.